Hi everyone, and welcome back to another sunny day on Melbury Estate. We're back for another weekly episode. It tends to be every week now. It used to be every few days, but we've got so many different things on at the moment. We seem to be just doing one episode a week. But nonetheless, it doesn't mean that we're going to make it any worse than normal. This is going to be hopefully a good one. We're going to jump into the T8 for a start. We're going to get the forage wagon on the back. It's a very small one for the tractor, but it's the nearest tractor to us. We're going to fill it up and we're going to feed the sheep and we're going to feed the cows. The cows which are in the field just over there. In the back you can just about see a cow moving about. And the sheep are down in the bottom farm just down the road from here. We'll give them some grass as well. And once we've done that, we will then jump into this forage harvester, the New Holland FR850. We'll put this pickup header on the front and we'll take the rest over to the silage pit. So we've got a busy day ahead of us. We've got to clear the entire field. I want to get as much done as possible. Yeah, the original plan was actually to use the New Holland forage harvester there for the entire video. However, as someone did quite rightly point out, if you were to pick up everything with that, it would turn it all into chaff, which then can't be used. Hang on, what's going on here? Tractor's too big. I think you can use a front weight actually, but we don't have one here. Forget it, we'll get another tractor. Yes, it would turn into chaff and then you wouldn't actually be able to use it as grass. We might as well use this tractor actually. We will take this one back. I keep forgetting that the T8 has got like a really obscure hitch. It's I think it's higher than normal. As a lot of you say, you can put a front weight on or back weight on and you can attach it to that, but I think really the easiest thing to do is just to use a smaller tractor, so we'll just use this one. We need to take the rake back to the yard anyway. And today is going to be the first time when I actually use the offset settings on the Follow Me mod. I've used the Follow Me mod so many times but never actually used any offset settings. Been practicing before I started the video because I know that the video a few days ago when we were using those bale handling forks was a bit of a failure because I didn't test the mod first. So from now on I'll have to test everything before I start recording, which is obviously the wisest thing to do. That way it makes a more enjoyable video. But yeah, we'll have to do that first. And the forage wagon, which is here. We don't need a bigger one. This one is perfectly good enough for us. We will take it to the field and begin picking it up. I'm hoping that one load is going to be enough, although it might be safer to get two. Just depends how quickly it fills. Depends on the yield of the grass. Right. So let's switch it on. Let's begin picking all this up. What speed can you do it at? I've got it set to 12. We can do faster. 15 is the default. Well, it seems to be working at this speed. Yes, it's filling up quickly. So what we'll do is we will take this first load to the sheep, the second load can go to the cows, and then whatever's left we will just put it in a pit and use that as either the mixed ration or we will just sell it. Just depends what we want to do at the time. Usually we need money, but actually at the moment we're doing okay financially, which is rare. We don't normally have that amount in our bank account, but today we do. It's looking like it's going to be about 1.5 times around the field to fill this. Maybe slightly less. %. Yeah, we're just going to get up here, I think. About halfway from here to the top. There. So, this is for the sheep, which will really appreciate this because they've only got 5% productivity. They have nothing to eat except for the grass they stand on. They should appreciate this. Now the cows obviously you would give mixed ration to as well. That will have to do at a later date. But the grass is a starting point. The productivity will increase, we'll get more milk. The sheep will get more wool. Busy road. Well, 2 cars. Thought it was busier than that. Oh yeah, so we've got the placeable heaps still in that field. We should probably sell those. Well, not sell them, but remove them. Because we don't need them in the field anymore. They look a bit weird having that floating icon randomly in the field. So we will get rid of those when we begin work in there. But let's just turn down here. I'm getting sloppy with me indicating. I have actually got it programmed in to the steering wheel. The sheep, you know, from what I remember, don't take as much feed as the cows. There we go, found it in the end. Quite a hidden trigger, that. So we've got 50 sheep. They've taken 29%. They're not very hungry as sheep, they seem, in Farming Simulator. So, oh well, doesn't matter. We'll take this to the cows, it means the cows get more. Lucky cows. But that might now mean that we don't have to give the cows another load. They can just live off what the sheep haven't eaten. Let me remind myself how you get in there. There's usually a fairly obvious entry. Is that our gate? Red gate? I'm not sure. How do you get into the cows? Unless that is an automatic gate, it could be. Or maybe you have to get into the field off the roadside. I'm not sure. Just make sure it's not automatic. No. Yeah, so there must be another way. It could be off the roadside. It could be from up that track. Or I could just be totally missing the plot here. I'm not sure. No, I don't think you get in from through there. We'll try the road first, and then we will go up the track. Let's have a close look. There's got to be a gateway somewhere. Or maybe not. Wow. Okay. Let me do some research. Okay. Found it. It's obvious, but hidden at the same time. I've never looked down here. It's just next to, or in front of the shed there. Must be a sharp turn to the right. There we go, straight into the field. How did I miss that? Go on, take the grass. The triggers are a bit small in some places. There it is. Probably on the wrong side actually for this one. Could be on the other side. I think this will fill it. Well, not fill it, but empty the wagon here. They'll need more. Yes. How much more though? That is the question. Cows. Feeding through grass. 15,272. I don't know what the limit is. It could be 22,000? 20,000? Not sure. We will go and get some more. Just because I want to get as much in there as possible. I'm not sure when we'll be doing cut grass again. So we might as well make the most of it. This tractor I always try and be in cab because it's just so well designed in here. So realistic. Just look at that detail. Even brought the mud into the cab. Whatever we don't use out of this, we'll just tip into the silage pit next to the cows, which is probably where we're going to take all of this anyway, so it won't make any difference. Don't have to worry about half filling this or anything, just fill it to the top, make things easy. Right, so we're once again full. Obviously you could do the entire field with this. However, because I want to use the New Holland forager, we're not going to. But obviously there's nothing stopping us. Now that is heavy traffic. We always hit rush hour. So it's not very likely they're going to take much of this. Oh, look, they're munching on it. Not very likely. Just because we've already filled it pretty much to the top. But anything it takes is a bonus. Seems to be taking a lot of it. There we go. What was that? 42%. So what's left? I'm going to wait for this cow to move. we're just going to put in the silage pit. Upon further inspection, what I initially thought was the silage pit looks like the manure heap. There's nothing in it, so it's not very obvious. And it doesn't seem that you can actually put this in a silage pit anyway. I've just attempted and it didn't seem to work. So we'll just park it undercover, because we're going to need it anyway. The cows will eat what we've just given them. It will soon be emptied, so we'll just park it there. And we now need to get a bigger tractor, I think, unless we've got a smaller trailer. We could use, yeah, we could use the trailer around the back. 1 second. We'll just spin round. We can put the silaging sides on. It's a bit dirty, but that doesn't stop us. Shows it's done some work. So yeah, but let's just change that setting a bit. We've got the grain carting one, that's the one we want. So this tractor will be put onto follow me, and the harvester will be in. We'll be driving that. So what we're going to do is set this up. And we'll get that field finished off. Sure the tractor and trailer follow us. Yep, good. Without crashing. Now, if all goes well, this should be a fairly painless setup. I know it's not gone too well before, but I have been practicing. So, we want to have shift and we want to offset a certain amount. We'll have to just adjust that as we go along. As long as it comes close enough. Come on. No, you're not offset enough. Try that. Okay, so we've just been practicing. We're going to have to put the tractor on the other side, obviously, because the boards are on that side. But I think I've pretty much perfected it. So we want left offset 6. That's what I want to put it to. Okay, and just let it get out of the way. Move, and it should now work. It should do. So we'll drive down here, get it all set up. This should now be trouble free. Look at that, it seems to be working. although it might be trying to go in front too much. So if we just take it back a little bit. Yep, that's better. Because we don't really want it cutting in front every time. Fantastic. Really pleased about that. It is working as I wanted it to. That's the first time I've used the offset modes on Follow Me. All I've ever used it for before is going from A to B. That is the first time I've used the mod properly. It's almost full. We've got a long way to take it. So it will be a while till we can come back, but we'll shut it down. Obviously not the ideal situation. I would prefer to have something like horseplay running. However, I find it quite hard to set up. I like the Follow Me mod, it works well. So we want to be heading somewhere over there in the horizon, somewhere on the hill. We will go down there now. Not sure how many loads it'll actually be. Probably 2 to 3 I would have thought. We can actually, thinking about it, we could go left here, immediate left. And that is actually probably a shorter way to go. Going this way, we have to go through that flooded bit, or it could be a ford, can't remember, but it's up here somewhere. I think it's a ford. Okay, here it is. Not sure what it is actually, it's very mucky water. And there isn't actually a road there. It must just be like a stream with a ford going through the road. I'm not sure. But we're here, and I think it was probably slightly short of that route, although I think maybe in distance it was longer, but in time shorter because we didn't really have the hill to climb. Going the other way, we've got a bit of an incline, so probably in the end about the same. But one of these pits has already got something in it, the other one is empty. There isn't really too much in there, but there's a bit. Chaff is not accepted here. Really? Okay. That's confused me. Oh, hang on. What's this? What is this? Where's it gone? There. Not a poo line. It is, I think, a bit of silage still in the bottom. Yes, it is. That would be the reason why the grass wasn't accepted earlier. So we've got to go and get a tractor and scoop that out at 1%, just so we can tip. Okay, so we'll go and get one. It's nothing a JCB can't fix. So we'll go up there now. We'll scoop it up, that little sliver of silage. We will put it in the anaerobic digester, in other words, sell it, not for much. Then we can tip the trailer, and we'll leave it there for this video. We'll finish off next time, and then we'll be able to move on to another job. So this is a little bit of a technicality I was hoping we wouldn't get. I can't believe I missed 1%. But we did. So it's happened. We'll just get rid of it. That'll sort the problem out. Maybe it was missed because it is so hard to pick up. That would be a fairly likely solution. That's not all of it. That's 55, there was 80 in there. Although it might be enough for it to allow us to tip. Let's just have a look. No, there is still a bit in there. Wow, that is difficult. There it is. That's got it. Right. So yeah, just gonna dump it in the digester here. Still got £128 for it. That's incredible. Which should allow us now to be able to tip that trailer. And that is our first load in. So thanks for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed this episode. We will finish off next time. It's actually taking longer than I thought it would. I was at the beginning of this hoping to get it finished today, but we've had some setbacks, as we usually do. So yeah, we'll finish it next time. Thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll see you again in the next video. Bye for now.